Welcome back to another podcast, you guys. Welcome to the Nopales show. Today we have Miss Laundra Desi.
Hello.
And we have Baby Legend here with us today. He was crying, so
he was supposed to be sleeping right now, so
he was a little fussy, so we're like, you know what, you're gonna be in this podcast with us. Alright.
Sometimes he just wants to be in the mix, you know.
Yeah. We've been getting a lot of positive feedback with the Nopales show as of recently, so thank you guys for all this continuous support. Make sure you guys subscribe to the podcast down below. It helps out a lot. Make sure you guys go to the Apple Podcast, subscribe over there if you guys want to just listen to the audio, or subscribe to Spotify. It's going to be everywhere. Everything's going to be linked in the description box below. Show support. Really helps out a lot. And yeah, so today we are going to discuss us being new parents. You know, there's gonna be a lot of that freaky deaky talk that we've been that people have been asking, and I went ahead and asked on Instagram, what do you guys want us to discuss? What do you guys want to hear? Most of you guys wanted to know how we are adjusting as new parents. How often do we have sex? We have segs. So we have a little seat here for the baby in case he wants to relax and be part of the podcast with us, but we're gonna try to put him asleep as we're doing the podcast. So I'm gonna go ahead and check up on this. What people have been saying. So a big question is, how are you dealing with postpartum, dude?
I feel like I get this question asked a lot, and I don't feel depressed at all. I feel like I'm mentally good. What do you think?
How you've been?
Yeah. How do you think I've been acting? Have I been acting?
I think you've been pretty positive, you know. She was worrying about postpartum during the pregnancy, and I was like, you know, stop thinking about it, because, you know, you're just gonna how do you say?
Speak it into existence.
Yeah, you're gonna speak it into existence. So if you keep thinking about it, so think positive, try to stay positive, and I think she's been doing pretty good so far.
I know, it's just weird because I've had like a history of depression, so I feel like when I got pregnant, I'm surprised I felt like the happiest, even though I was going through it physically. I feel like I was really good mentally,
Yeah,
I think it's the best I've ever been. And then after I gave birth, I mean, I still feel good.
Yeah, she definitely leveled out as
the pregnancy balance.
The pregnancy balance.
I used to be a crazy ass bitch.
They balance her hormones through the pregnancy, and hopefully it stays, you guys. Hopefully it stays.
You think I was crazy before, huh? I remember
you're different.
He would always tell me like, "You're a little crazy."
Yeah, I was like, "You're really extreme." You know, but she's doing a lot better, you guys. So she's doing good. Us adjusting to the baby. I think we're doing. You
look hella tired all the time.
Yeah, I think I do look a lot tired, and I do feel like tired. But for the most part, it's like it's hard. It can be really hard. It can be hard. I'm not gonna lie. You know, even it doesn't matter how many people's in the house. You know, like it can be me, Alondra, my mom, all helping, and then we're still all of us are tired.
I know.
So it's like, I think it's just getting used to the fact that we have to be, you know, attentive to the child rather than before we slept however long that we wanted to. We could sleep in, do all that, and, you know, when
Benny
the baby's
would
here,
sleep for hours before.
So was you.
You would sleep more than me.
Hell no.
Hell yeah.
Your ass would be sleeping. And our schedule prior to the baby is that we would stay up literally all night and probably go sleep around 5 a.m. or like something like that, and then we wake up around noonish. Now it's not even like that. We just go to sleep wherever we lay.
I know.
You know, like,
if the baby's sleeping, we sleeping.
The baby's asleep.
Literally.
So pretty much that's what we've been dealing with, but it's been good. You know, I feel like we've been doing really good as, you know, parents. You know, I've been real proud of you and how you've been doing. Look, he's out.
Thank you. I'm really proud of you.
Thanks, baby.
I'm surprised you're in the child's life. That's what people be telling you.
I don't know.
I'm surprised you're so attentive to the baby.
Yeah.
And I saw it as normal, but people were like, wow, he's a really good dad.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah, of course he is. He's the child's father.
Yeah, so like, what's up with that? People, you know, is like so surprised that, you know, I do the things that I do, or like you know, I change the baby's diaper, like, wow, you're amazing, Dad.
I know.
And on the other hand, you know, she gets shamed for things and I get praised for things.
I know. I'm like, what the hell?
So it's like they're very like the people, I've noticed that people are real like they criticize a lot on the mothers, and then for dads they praise more.
That's very true.
And
because I feel like I get a lot of criticism on my Instagram, like when we went out in Stockton, they were like, oh my god, I'm already leaving the baby behind.
yeah, so it's like she gets it more than I do,
I know.
I don't get anything. I literally, people say like, oh, you're an amazing dad, you're doing good, you're doing great, which is cool, you know what I'm saying? But you guys got to keep in mind, she's doing the same thing that I'm doing.
I know.
And she's recovering physically for things, so it's like it has been a lot harder on her. I think now that the baby was born, I just kind of like try to take over a lot more, you know, just so you can get that rest that you needed from the baby.
That's
and
very sweet.
So
I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, the little guy's been having us on our toes. You know, he's been having us up on our toes, just like
he's been real cranky lately.
Yeah, and then he got a little I don't know if you guys heard that. He's a little congested, and then we try to use a little nose sucker thing, and then it kind of works, but not really. What else? So how do we manage our time? Like, what's our schedules looking like now that the baby's here?
Our schedule's all over the place. It's like when he wakes up, we're up feeding him, and I feel like when we feel rested enough, that's when we try to get work done, like film or whatever we need to do our brand deals, you know. But I feel like it's a little chaotic with the schedule. Yeah,
I mean, at first when he was just born, we kind of took not breaks, we took turns as far as sleeping, you know.
Yeah.
It'll be, you know, she'll sleep 6 hours first, or I sleep 6 hours, and then we'll switch. And then, you know, like that. I think as of recently, we just started trying to all sleep together.
Yeah, because before, like, when you would sleep, I would be awake, and it was like vice versa.
And it would be like, you go upstairs so you can have like uninterrupted sleep for 6 hours, and then I'll be watching him down here, and then boom, we'll switch. But as of recently, we've been like all trying to sleep in the same bed.
We started missing each other.
Yeah, it was like, man, this kind of sucks, you know. We don't sleep together. We feel like we weren't spending enough time like with each other. It was more so we're just so into the baby, which I personally feel like is not really that good for us, you know, because at the end of the day, I personally feel like we need to cater to the relationship in order for us to be good for the baby, you know. Yeah. So I think that's a big fault that some people do have, is being too invested in the baby and not invested in themselves. Because at the end of the day, without the support system of the relationship, I don't know where I was going with this.
I feel like the baby needs a very loving environment where their parents love each other, you know? Because I feel like when the parents are on the same page, that's when you raise a child properly. Yeah. Because I feel like ever since I gave birth, people are like, oh, take care of your partner. Make sure you prioritize your partner. Because when your baby leaves or your kid grows up, you know, they start their own families, and who's going to be there?
Exactly.
Your partner. So you need to make sure you both are good, and, you know, because I feel like you could care about your partner and your baby, like, equally, you know, but never, like, leave your partner, like, out of the loop, you know.
Exactly. And another thing, too, that's been real stressful about, you know, being a first-time parent is this whole pandemic.
Oh, my God, I know.
You know, it's like I have so much, like, anxiety as far as, like, going out and, like, because we recently just went to San Francisco, and that was like the one time that we went out without the baby. And in a while, you know, we haven't, literally since the baby has been born, we've been cooped up in the house.
Yeah.
And you know, we went to, you know, the hometown this past weekend, and we went to San Francisco. Baby was my mom was watching the baby, so I figured, you know what, let's take this time for ourselves. But like I feel like I can't enjoy it because as I'm out, I'm just like super cautious and anxious about touching things and like
Yeah.
doing that. Like when we were walking around, I had the whole hand sanitizer.
He had
in
a
my pocket.
big ass hand sanitizer, not even the hand pocket ones. It was the
It was a
whole full size one.
It was a full size one, so it was like anything I touched, I was like,
Yeah.
all right, let me do that. My hands were like raw by the end of the day.
I know.
But you know, and then it's like, it's just not enjoyable. I mean, it is, but then like I'm just so like, I don't know. I'm just too cautious.
Really paranoid, yeah.
I'm real paranoid about catching COVID and like all that. Like, thank God, you know, we haven't got anything, you know, but
I feel like it also might be hard on other moms if they deal with postpartum depression, because obviously to get out of depression, you have to go out. But when you just gave birth, you obviously can't, because you need to be like cautious about giving something to the baby.
So what would be your advice for a person that is dealing with postpartum?
I don't know, because I've never been there. No, I'm kidding. Well, I feel like postpartum might be similar to regular depression. I feel like the only way that I kind of got out of it was being around positive people, or even talking to positive people, which in the time was you being so positive. And I wouldn't really go out, and I still like got out of that headspace, you know?
Yeah.
Or that dark place. Just even talking to people on social media, like, you know, positive people, your supporters, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with help. You know? Because if you feel like you don't have any help, and you're just like, because you're going through so many changes, the females go through like the you know, their body changing, or hormones and like things like that, on top of having to take care of a newborn. Like, I know that's super stressful. Like, we both are super stressed out, and we're both doing this, you know? So I can only imagine the people that did it like by themselves, parents. You know? So it's like, I think help has a lot to do with it. Go out, you know, don't be in a dark room all damn day. You know, open the blinds, you know.
And remember, I would do that. You'd be like, why are you in the room? Like, let's go out, open the blinds.
Yeah, because she was really into like just having a dark house, never opening the blinds, nothing.
When I was depressed.
Yeah, so I
feel like now I wake up, I open the blinds, I'm like, it's a little depressing in here, let's get some light in here.
So that helps a lot, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Just
be not in the sun, you know, that helps with depression.
I heard.
Getting some vitamin D.
And also getting the other D. And that's another thing. People are asking
about D's.
Speaking of D's, people have been asking, hey, how's your sex life since after birth, postpartum sex?
I'm not even 6 weeks postpartum yet.
Yeah, we haven't really, you know, I've been real patient.
No, you haven't. No, you have not.
I've
Tell
been
them about these
composure.
recent days. You have not been patient. He's here like smacking my ass.
I mean, it's hard, you know, when you have a sexy thing walking around, but I'm just like, damn. Like, not only that, she had like, it was a natural birth, but then it was a little harder than usual because they snip and everything. I saw all that.
Yeah, so, they cut me all the way to my butt. Well, I don't know if I mentioned that before.
They like, I saw the doctor just get some straight scissors, and
I
it was
know,
like,
I felt that.
I was like, oh hell no! Like I was like, no.
It was the long.
I was like, hey doc, put another stitch in there.
You're fucked up.
But yeah,
I was already tight.
But so I mean.
That's why the baby couldn't come out, babe.
So yeah, we still haven't had the green light, and I know a lot of people who don't even wait, you know. So
I know some people were telling me, they're like, you don't have to wait till the 6 weeks. They're like, I did it when I was like 4 or 5 weeks. So I mean, different people have different experiences, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, if we really wanted to, we would have already done it. You know, but I feel like I'm super cautious. I'm like, I don't know, what if I'm not healed, right?
Hey, tomorrow we're gonna get that green light.
Oh yeah, so tomorrow.
I've been waiting on it. Tomorrow's the 6 week mark, and then we have
the appointment,
that doctor's appointment. So I'm like, hey doc, how's it looking down there?
He's gonna be like,
it's A-okay. So I'm like, cool. So yeah, I mean, the mouth ain't bleeding.
You're nasty.
So
anyways, I feel like Benny has been real patient, actually. He's been really understanding, and I feel like that's something I love about him.
I've been real understanding, you guys.
Yeah, he's super understanding.
Yeah, I'll be pushing it up on her sometimes. But
I like it.
but not too much, you know.
I like it. It keeps the spark alive.
Do you feel like our relationship has changed since we had a baby?
I feel like it has. I feel like we've been a little closer, right?
I feel like this definitely brought us a little together more than we were already, you know what I'm saying? Just because we dealt with new experiences that we both haven't experienced before, and we experienced it together, which is pretty cool, you know. Yeah, you know, just kind of got a better understanding of both of us on an intellectual level, mental, I don't know, maybe mental, intellectual, I don't know,
emotional.
spiritual,
emotional,
all anoles, all the anals. So yeah, I mean, we kind of figured each other out, and a big thing that helped us out a lot is communication. We learned to communicate with each other a lot better.
Yeah, for sure.
That was one of our problems in the beginning of the relationship.
I know, I remember.
We would always bump heads. Not always, but when we would
bump heads a lot.
We both bumped heads pretty often, maybe in the beginning of the relationship, you know, the first few months, just because, you know, we were getting to know each other, so we didn't know the way we thought, the way, you know, we just were as people. And then, you know, as time progressed, it took that time to get to know each other on a more mental level, emotional level, all the levels. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was a big one, is communication. So relationship advice: communicate with your partner, and listen, you know, apply what you guys talked about.
Yeah, because I feel like communication means nothing if you don't listen, you know?
And it's gonna take time, you know. You guys can bicker back and forth, like it's gonna be normal for any relationship to do that. It's just a matter of if you see your partner applying what you guys have been talking about, you know. And if you guys don't see that and it's been happening over and over again, then maybe it's not, maybe you gotta bounce, you know what I'm saying, before it gets too late. And that's my relationship advice for the day. What's yours?
That was mine, because I feel like
communication.
Okay, but I said communication. You gotta give a different nothing if there's no comprehension there. So I feel like it's not communication; it's comprehension that matters. Because you guys can communicate all you guys want, but if you guys always communicate the same thing over and over again, and there's no change, your relationship's gonna go to shit.
Yeah.
So that's my relationship advice.
We don't want to give the misconception of us being perfect, because nobody's perfect. Yeah. And that's what you guys need to realize, that we only film our highlights of our relationship, you know? Yeah,
I feel like our followers or subscribers are never going to know how our relationship really is, because you guys only get to see like 10 minutes of our lives, you know? We don't put everything out there.
Yeah,
because like comments I was getting, like, oh, like Benny's not into her, like whatever, but they don't know our relationship in real life, you know. They take like a few little minutes out of a video, they're like, oh yeah, he's not feeling her. Yeah,
I've been seeing people saying in the last video, like, damn, Benny's so like out of it or some shit. Like, goddamn, well, motherfucker, we've been tired.
I know.
Like, we got a whole newborn at the house. Like, that's completely different. Our lives changed a lot dramatically with the baby, you know what I'm saying? Like, before this, we had no responsibilities. Like, we were everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Like, before, you know, even this relationship, I was everywhere. I was like traveling here. I was never home, you know, and I didn't have no one to answer to. Like, I'd do whatever the hell I wanted to when I wanted to. And now it's not like that, you know what I'm saying? So,
and to me, those comments are so crazy, because I feel like the closest I've ever been to you, and like yeah, and I'm like super in love, and I could tell that you are too, you know.
You guys gotta understand, we got a whole child. Like, we be tired sometimes, and like, we have to film, you know what I'm saying? We still taking you guys into consideration. That's why I drink
the large coffees.
Now she can drink coffee. Before she couldn't even drink coffee.
I would still drink coffee, but I feel like it wouldn't do anything to me, because I was only allowed to have like 1 cup a day. But now I drink like hella coffee or like energy drinks, and I feel like that's why I'm able to be hype in YouTube videos. You know, I got my energy back. Yeah.
So another obstacle that we kind of went through as a couple was maybe like being domesticated.
What does that mean?
Meaning like us us cleaning, cooking, doing all things like that.
We would always
So
bump
we
heads
weren't
over
like that, you know, like that was like, I didn't really cook that much. I kind of did, but not really. I never really cooked.
and I wouldn't clean.
And like she wouldn't, you know, cook either. And like we would just like constantly eat out or DoorDash, you know. And I'm gonna be real, I'm not much of a clean person. I don't like cleaning.
You're hella messy.
I don't like to clean, and neither did she. So it was like, you can kind of imagine, you know, the things that we kind of went through.
We would always fight about this
as far as like, you know, being clean and this and that. I'm like,
he'd be like, you don't clean. I'd be like, you don't clean either.
So that was one thing we kind of went through. And then now, like I said, you know, through communication, we got to be like, hey, yo, you know, we're becoming, you know, parents.
Well, now that we're parents, we're much cleaner.
No, definitely now.
Even
like,
during pregnancy, like the end of pregnancy.
It's night and day. You know what I'm saying? It's way different now the way we are compared to how we were. But I'm saying, like,
crazy change.
The obstacles that we did deal with was one of those. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it's so funny looking back at it now, because we would get into like huge fights over cleaning.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to live in this shit.
Yeah, literally to the point where it was like, if it was gonna like make or break our relationship, then we would laugh about it.
Yeah, we're just like, you know, this is clean. Why the fuck are we?
I know, like, why are we arguing?
Yeah, so like that's one thing too. I don't like to argue. I don't like to like have any like animosity. Not animosity, but I don't like to have tension like between us at all. Like that's one thing that I just personally don't like. So I'm just like, soon as I calm down, or we both calm down, I'm just like, you know what, this is fucking clean, or let's just get it out the way or something, you know. And then we end up being good.
But I clearly remember those arguments. I would remember, you know what you would say?
What?
You'd be like, if I pick up all my things, like, it would still be hella messy. And then I would, like, pick up all your mess, put it in a pile. I'm like, who has more mess? You know, we would be like...
It'll always be you, though.
No. We start arguing again. You'd be like, look at my shit. Look at all your shit. No, but I feel like now it has gotten so much easier to clean. You just get up and do it. Or even cooking. I feel like I've been cooking a lot more. He loves my Mexican rice.
Mexican rice do be hitting, I'm not gonna lie. And by the way, you guys, if you guys haven't tried HelloFresh, what are you waiting on? With HelloFresh, you get the freshest ingredients, pre-measured ingredients, mouth-watering seasonal recipes delivered right to your door. No need to go to the grocery store, you guys. You know there's a pandemic going on. Be safe out there. Let the food come to you with HelloFresh. HelloFresh helps cut out stressful meal planning and grocery store trips to enjoy cooking and get dinner on the table within 30 minutes or less. Hey, there's something for everyone to enjoy. You want low calorie? You want low carbs? You're a vegetarian? They got that for you. You guys meal prepping, trying to lose some lbs? You know, I've been in the gym trying to lose some of that. HelloFresh is gonna help me get there. So watch out when I pop out with the 6-pack, maybe an 8-pack, who knows? Go to HelloFresh.com/Nopales14 to get up to 14 free meals plus free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com/Nopales14 and use code Nopales14 to get up to 14 free meals plus free shipping. Just get fresh, y'all. The hate of what it's like being an influencer or YouTuber.
I feel like if you're an influencer or YouTuber, you eventually have to learn how to deal with it. Because no matter what, you're always going to get hate comments. You're always going to get criticized because you're putting like some parts of your life out there, you know? And everyone feels like they could just leave their opinion about you, you know?
Yeah, I mean, people are real just like...
And I feel like some people like hopping on the bandwagon. Like if they see one hate comment and it gets like hella likes, they're like, yeah, I hate her too. Or like, yeah, I agree. You know? Or some people just want people to agree with them, you know?
What do you think we should touch on a little bit?
Do you think watching me give birth like changed the way you see me? Because didn't you tell me about a guy that like saw his girlfriend give birth and he like left her because he couldn't take it?
I heard that story somewhere. I don't know where I heard that at, but
I think it was someone you knew. No,
it was like somebody I knew told me this story, but I don't remember who it was about. I don't remember who, but it was something along the lines of like,
I was there when they were telling you.
They saw like the vagina stretch open and like completely turn them off after that, and they're just like, yeah, I can't do this,
and they left the relationship.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? That's like the most shallow thing I've ever heard.
I know,
in my
that's
life.
fucked up. So do you see me any different after?
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting.
You fucked up.
Nah, but I mean, I've seen everything. I saw the baby's head like crowning. I saw it all, you guys. Like, literally, it was intense. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, like, I've never seen like so many nurses were like pushing on her stomach as the doctor was yanking at the baby. It was real intense the whole moment, but I don't think it really changed me. Like, if anything, it changed me for like to appreciate you more because of like the fact that all that shit you went through. And me, I'm a hypochondriac, so I cough a little bit and I think I got COVID and I'm dying or something. And you really been dealing with all this shit, you know. Like, I'm just like, damn, that's crazy. But as far as like sex, was it physical attraction? No, it didn't change me. If anything, I'm more ready because it's been a while, you know what I'm saying? So, and then yeah, I'm like, baby number 2 on the way.
I know, because we what? No,
we need a daughter, you know what I'm saying? We already got a boy.
Well, yeah, I do want a daughter, but we should wait a couple of years for that. Because let me tell you guys, pregnancy sex is not the same as regular sex. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of weird, huh?
I mean, for a minute, it was kind of like whatever to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, not whatever the sex, but I'm saying...
I know, I'm like, excuse me?
It wasn't different, meaning, like, when you're smaller, like, your belly was smaller. It was like,
yeah, but when I started getting bigger...
But when you were getting bigger, it was kind of different. You know what I'm saying? Because we couldn't do the positions that we usually would do. Uh-huh. And then, like, the
belly would be in the way all the time. The belly
would always be in the way. And then there's something about it that made me feel weird about it, you know, after a while.
Like, I'll smack you in the face with the belly.
Yeah, like, I was just thinking about the baby, you know, and it just, like, I can't think... Like, I felt like I'm poking the baby or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just would take away, like, a lot of, like, I don't know.
No, I feel like that, but for me, it was, like, the positions. We couldn't do the positions that we would do before I got pregnant.
Yeah, I couldn't put her in a pretzel, none of that. Like, it was like, damn, like, we can only do, like, a few positions, and that was it.
It was only, like, 2 that we could have done.
It was our go-to. Yeah, we're done. Yeah. And it was, like, you know, it was a little harder than after. I think we noticed a lot of, bleeding as well.
I know.
So that kind of was like alarming a little bit, you know. So I was like, damn, am I hurting her? Like,
yeah, no, that was at the end of the pregnancy though.
Yeah, it was like later in the pregnancy when she was like literally about to pop, and like, probably the 2 months before you had.
Yeah,
the baby.
So the doctor was like, okay, no more intercourse.
Yeah, the doctor was like, no more intimacy, and I was like,
yeah. But he never explained why that even happened. He just said it was normal.
Yeah, he said it was normal to bleed a little bit or whatever, but she wasn't bleeding a little bit though, huh?
No, I would bleed a lot, I feel like.
Yeah, it was a lot of that. So
he said it was normal as long as I wasn't contracting.
It was a rough pregnancy, you guys. Like, yeah. She was on IV, you know, I was changing her IV for a cool 2 weeks. She actually fainted like 2 times, right? 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
When I first witnessed her faint, it was pretty intense. That was the one when we were in the shower, right?
Yeah.
It was scary. Like, she would literally, we would shower, you know, at the end of the night, and then every time, I think it was just the temperature of the water or something. It kind of, you fainting. So about her fainting, you guys, it was real intense. It always happened in the shower.
Okay.
It always happened in the shower for some reason. Uh-oh.
He's about to get real cranky right now.
Your hair's in his mouth. The first time is like, I kind of noticed like something was like, she said, I don't feel good or something. And then like, I just seen it in her face. Like, her face completely like got like very like flush. And then like, she just like lost all her like emotion in her face. And I was like, what the fuck? And I just grabbed onto her because she looked like she was like, her knees were getting weak. And the last thing, what I thought was like, oh no, she's gonna fall on her stomach or something, you know? Oh no, this was when you stepped out of the shower.
Yeah, and I was about to fall like into the restroom.
Yeah, so she stepped out of the shower because she said I wasn't feeling good. And I was like, okay. And I was looking at her, but I could see her face, her expression changed a lot. So I was like, I stepped out the shower with her, and like, she was walking, but as she was walking, she was like
falling.
She was like falling. So if I didn't catch her,
I was doing the Michael Jackson.
If I didn't catch her, she was gonna fall like on her face. Like, literally, her face was gonna hit the wall, and then like just straight on her belly. Like, I literally grabbed her by her like literally her arms, and then I picked her ass up. and I tossed her on the bed. So that was pretty scary. That's when we called the doctor. I called the doctor right away. I was like, hey, yo.
I know, we bugged him a lot during the pregnancy because he's a super cool doctor. He gave us his number and we would always text him and he would always respond, like, no matter what time of day it was.
Yeah, so that shit was intense. And then the second time you fainted was in the shower again. Mm-hmm. And at this point, you were already like, you're saying like, I'm gonna get out, like, some shit. And I was like, no, like, you're just gonna fall just like you did last time. So she fainted in the shower and I just held onto her like this, and I just let her faint like in my arms, and she was just like dead in my arms, as it felt like.
Ew, don't say that.
Like, it felt like that. You're literally like limp.
That's
and you're
scary.
Like this, like, you're just like, your face was like just blank, and I was like, what the fuck, like.
That would have freaked out if you would have fainted like that.
So I just like grabbed her, and then I kind of like sat her down on the shower on the shower floor, and then we just noticed that we couldn't take hot showers anymore. Mm-hmm. So we had to take kind of like warm showers, or like maybe a little cold or whatever, because the hot ass showers was like not doing it. But yeah, we got through it. Apparently it was because she wasn't getting no calories in, she wasn't getting no vitamins, nothing, because she was vomiting so much.
Yeah.
So that's what caused her to like faint. It was pretty bad, you guys.
I know, and you've already talked about this, but I feel like we never talked about our sex life during pregnancy. I feel like a lot of people wonder about that, like if it's still the same I feel like the last months are like the hardest.
Yeah.
You know what sucks though? A lot of like men cheat like while their girlfriends are pregnant. That's like the lowest of the low.
Let me tell you something. One thing about me is I always lose my glasses. I'll be buying all types of glasses and I lose them every time. So I don't know why I like to spend money on glasses, but not anymore. You know what I'm saying? Coming fresh from San Diego, California comes the only sunglasses brand I'm ever gonna wear again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about Blenders Eyewear. You guys are gonna be hooked on them just like I am. You won't be crying in the car every time you lose a pair of these. They're affordable, they're useful, they're stylish. Can't go wrong with them. If you guys are tuned in on the YouTube channel, you can see the blenders right on my face right now. But if you're on the audio version, I'm gonna go ahead and paint the picture for you. You're on the beach, you got a silk shirt on, but it's too bright outside. What you got on? Some beachy shades. This is the ones I got on my face right now. Blenders are actually affordable. They have a team of in-house designers constantly coming out with new styles, from orange polarized wraparounds, tortoise shell frames with purple lenses, to the classic gold arms and black lenses. They got all the options. They're not just sunglasses. Blenders has prescription glasses, you know what I'm saying, for you readers out there. They got blue light glasses, you know what I'm saying, my personal favorite because I be on the computer editing or on the phone. They also got a snow collection with goggles and accessories. Make sure you guys go check those out. To get 15% off on your Blenders purchase, visit blenderseyewear.com and enter the promo code BENNYVIP. That's BENNY VIP. Again, go to blenderseyewear.com, put in the code BENNYVIP, and get 15% off on your blenders. Rock with pride. I look like Mr. Worldwide.
He fell asleep sitting down. He was awake. So
people had some strong opinions about our choice of the name for the baby.
Oh my goodness. I know. I've been seeing so much hate, so much criticism.
And that, to me, just like surprised me. Like, goddamn, how are you so worried about someone else's kid?
Yeah.
Like, I never was talking about any other people's baby. Like, you named him that baby. What the You named him that?
No, you know what's funny? I was scrolling down a TikTok and it was about like us naming him that. Mm-hmm. Then I was looking through the comments. They're like, "Oh, his first name is actually Benny. Benny's such an ugly name." Like,
what the fuck? That's my name,
your name too. Yeah. They're like, "Benny? Really? That's such an ugly name."
Yeah, they're named after me, assholes. So the baby's named after me. First name, and then Legend we came up with because prior to us even thinking about the name Legend, we were getting comments saying the baby was a legend.
Yeah, so that's kind of how we got the idea.
Yeah, so like something like it was that word legend was always like tied to us somehow. Mm-hmm. Like whatever we did was legendary, or like, you know.
They're like, who the fuck do they think they are?
Yeah, so it was like, I felt like it was fitting for the baby, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a little legend. Like, he came from, you know, like, just our whole experience of our relationship
like
is
our
one
love
in a million.
story.
You know what I'm saying? It's like 1 in a trillion, I felt like, and this is the outcome of it, which is, the baby. And I felt like it was fitting, And
and to me, like, I feel like I don't care about the hate comments about us naming him that. I feel like they make me laugh.
Yeah,
they're so funny, the comments.
yeah. So like, people are really like pressed over it. I'm like, God damn.
They're like, these YouTubers are getting out of hand with these names. And I don't know, I think the comments are just so funny.
What do you think, Papa?
He's asleep.
Yeah,
He would have been talking if he was awake. I feel like he's so advanced for his age. He's barely 1 month and he coos,
He what?
He coos. They're like baby coos,
I don't know
when
what that
he
means.
like baby talk, like when he's like,
Oh, I don't know.
And he's barely 1 month. They usually start doing that at like 2 or 3 months.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
He's so cute. Like, I literally never imagined this type of love,
Yeah, so like, let me close his ears. Fuck y'all who don't like his name. We like it, so
I love
you can name
it.
your baby what the hell you want to name it.
Yeah. They were like, how are her parents gonna pronounce his name? It's literally not hard. It's like in Spanish you say leyenda, and some it's not hard. Legend. My mom has said it, my dad has said it. They could say it perfectly fine.
Yeah. And then we call him Leggy.
Yeah, my mom's like, oh, baby Leggy. She was because we call him baby, but my mom is like, oh, my baby Leggy.
Leggy. Yeah, everyone calls him Leggy, so. Hey, Leggy. I call him Pop-Tart. Hey, Pop-Tart.
They don't know the story about behind. I mean, I can't even fucking talk right now.
What?
You started calling him Pop-Tart, and it reminded me of when I was tracking my pregnancy. It said, your baby is the size of a Pop-Tart. And I was joking about it on my IG stories for a while, and it kind of just stuck.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I call him Pop-Tart.
Yeah, so we call him little Pop-Tart.
Yeah, because they would be like, how's your Pop-Tart doing when I was pregnant?
And he looks exactly like me, you guys. I mean, I posted on Twitter a side-by-side of me as a baby, as a newborn, and then him. And it looks identical.
I feel like he's starting to look like me. Even people are telling me like, oh, like he used to look
babe,
like
I don't see
Benny.
it.
I hella see it.
I don't see it.
You know what I see? His eyes. His eyes look like mine when I was a baby. Because when he has his eyes open,
You see
they're
my you see my photo of him?
Yeah.
I mean,
He looks like me too, though.
Maybe when he's older, but right now I just don't see it, And I'm not even trying to be mean. Everyone's like,
Nah, he gets hella butthurt when people are like, oh, he's starting to look like Alondra. He's like, no, he's my twin.
well,
He gets all
because
defensive.
I genuinely don't see it, babe. Like,
Babe,
I do
he
not.
has my smile. Come on, he has my dimple.
I mean, he does have that.
And my
but,
eyes. He has my eyes. And my nose.
What do you think, Papa?
What do you have to say?
That's right.
That's right. You let him know.
And when people say don't sleep with him in the bed, and we've been sleeping with him in the bed.
We're gonna get hate over this.
I mean, I put him. Nah, everybody can do what the hell they want with their kid. Like I sleep with him on the docket top.
Babe, you're not supposed to. Don't fucking say that. It literally says on the tag to not do that.
What?
Because that's just for lounging. It's not for sleeping. Don't say
Man,
that.
he be knocking out. He's good. Like
He looks so
We
cute.
have a big ass bed to where like if we were to lay him on the bed, Alondra and I would be like at least 2-3 feet away.
Yeah.
So he'll be like in his own little section of the bed, and we don't. It's not like we can get near him. Plus, he doesn't like to lay in the damn bassinet.
He hates his bassinet, and that bassinet was
hates the bassinet.
expensive.
And he just like he'll just cry the whole night unless we put him on the bed.
It's because I feel like he needs to feel our warmth. Like he needs to feel that we're next to him in order for him to sleep.
Yeah, he's good. See, like, I think the thing is he's used to us holding him so much now.
Yeah.
Like we
Oh.
people say don't hold him, don't do that, don't do this, but you know what? I'm like
I
I'm
can't
trying to hold
help
the baby.
it. He's so cute. I can't. Like, I have to be holding
That's what I'm
him.
saying. He's not gonna be like this small forever. So it's like,
Yeah. Enjoy these moments, you know. Hi, Popeyes.
hi, Pop-Tart.
Look, he's rolling his eyes back. Look.
The delivery room, actual tea.
What tea?
I don't know. Did you poop yourself when you gave birth?
You said I did.
She had a little poopy.
B, no. Don't embarrass me like that. Don't embarrass me like that, babe. Take it off.
She had a little
Babe, be
a little
quiet.
nugget right there.
Babe, you're fucked up. Don't be saying that.
I'm just kidding.
You're not, huh? I'm
telling her we need to start hitting the gym, especially me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm tired of being on the thick side. And they be like, "Who had the BBL? Huh? Who had it? It was Benny or Laundry?" You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, it's time to get right again. Just go back to 2016 Benny, where I was like,
he was ripped.
I was ripped. I had abs, you guys, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? I really did. So I was like, fuck, what happened? But I'm down, now that she's gonna have her green light at the appointment. We're gonna start lifting some weights.
I know we want to turn into those fit couples, looking real sexy.
Fit fam.
Yeah, I really want to get fit for real, So let's see how this goes.
From a year from now, let's see if we
we end up thicker.
Let's see who had the biggest transformation. Let's make it a bet.
It's easy for a guy to get ripped, like to get hella arm muscles. It's hard for a girl to grow her glutes and her quads. Yeah, you have to get enough protein. Guys might work protein. Yeah, but guys always look more fit though. He's smiling like oh.
I like smelling his neck. It stinks so good. Huh, Papa? Yeah, that do stink.
He has beautiful lips.
Whose lips did he get?
He got my lip shape. I got lip filler though.
Girl, that shit ain't natural.
I haven't gotten lip filler in 2 years. But the lip shape is mine.
You had no lips.
Babe, it's the way I would pose, okay? No, he really did get my lip shape though. Look at it. I said the lip shape, not the lip size. You have pretty big lips for a guy.
Mine's just be a little crusty sometimes.
They juicy.
Let me see.
He's wide awake.
Hi, Papa. You having fun with us, Papa? Our next goal. What's our next step, babe? What are we gonna do next?
You should never
have another baby.
You should never talk about your next steps.
Why?
You should never do it.
Why?
Because.
Why not?
They could give you the evil eye and it gets fucked up. See, I strongly believe in that, okay?
All that evil eye bullshit.
I believe in that.
She be thinking that people... That's why she gave me these wristbands and everything.
You can't tell them your next move.
So I'm like, man, that shit ain't true. I feel like anything you talk about like that, you're just manifesting it. Or if you're going to look out for something, you're going to find it. You know what I'm saying? If it's out of sight, out of mind, you don't even think about it. I never worried about evil eye or anything like that until I met you. I've heard of it. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, but as far as worrying about it, I never worried about it.
You used to have bad luck, babe.
How?
They broke into your car and stole all your cameras. What are you talking about?
But it happens though. I just took it as like, oh, shit happens,
I don't know.
Things are replaceable and easily replaceable.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're not replaceable.
But it's about causing harm against me, just by evil eye.
I don't know. There's hateful people out there.
But how is that possible? That's like witchcraft shit, right?
Kinda.
Which I don't believe. So it's to me, I just don't let it bother me. Out of sight, out of mind type thing,
You know what? I'm not even gonna talk about this. Y'all cut it out.
Why? Are you religious?
Are you religious?
At some point in my life, I felt like I was. I mean, I did my first communion and my confirmation when I was 19, 20.
Damn, you were old doing it. I did it all when I was young. My
dad's side of the family is, really religious. So they would say grace before we eat. Sometimes I know I'd be digging in and I'm and they start praying and I'm just
oh yeah, I was I know how to find their house when we went to go see them.
Because there's a cross in the front and everything.
Yeah, it looks really holy.
My dad's side is very religious. So at that point in my life, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. It'll be good. Plus, when we get married, we can get married in the church. You know? So I'm already prepared for that. Are you?
Same. Yeah, I did everything. My first communion, first everything.
Really?
Yeah.
When you're little?
Yeah.
Hi, Papa. He smell like pee-pee.
He don't smell like that. He smells really good.
You smell like pee-pee, Papa. Oh, he's gonna start getting mad.
Why?
Because I'm trying to like sit him down, but he won't. But yeah, I mean, I haven't been going to church that often as of lately, which maybe I feel like I should.
I feel like I should too, to be honest.
We both should, because we're in very good positions in our lives.
Yeah, so we should be thanking God for everything that He's done for us. So
thanking God, thanking you guys, thanking everybody for, changing our lives. Is there anything else you want to touch on? Is Alondra so snatched after having a baby?
I don't know how. I'm kidding.
So here's one thing that I feel like Alondra struggles with right now, is the fact that she doesn't feel like she snapped back from the pregnancy.
No, I feel like I did snap back weight-wise, but I have really loose skin and a lot of stretch marks.
But that's what comes with it, Those are battle wounds. Those are scars.
I understand that, and I'm like learning how to accept it, but it's so hard to go from like looking hella snatched with like abs to like looking like how I do right now.
You
and
look
obviously
beautiful
thank
regardless.
you,
and I'm telling you that. Everyone tells you that. You look amazing.
Thank you, babe.
But go ahead.
But I feel like, not everyone knows what each person like struggles with or like deals with, Like I might look like I snap back, but I can't wear bikinis now.
But then again, you can though.
I mean, I feel like I can't.
You gotta accept it.
It's hard accepting it, babe.
Huh? I mean, I get it. I mean, I understand, you look a little, like, if you feel like you look different, it's gonna, like, fuck with you mentally, but,
yeah,
like, I think you look good. A lot of people think you look good. Like, it's just, like, it's basically just, like, we're our hardest critic for ourselves.
Yeah, that's why I made a TikTok, because everyone was like, oh my god, you snapped back, or they were, like, feeling like shit because, like, they didn't snap back, but I wanted to show that in reality, like, not everyone snaps back, and that's okay. I mean, it's hard accepting it, but eventually you're gonna have to accept it. Because I feel like I was really hard on myself over that in the beginning. I'm, like, slowly starting to, like, not care,
Yeah. So, yeah, at the end of the day, we both are enjoying the new parent life, It really makes me feel like I have a purpose, you know what I'm saying?
Me too.
And I'm just like, man, I can't wait to really show this baby, mold him to be like a nice, young gentleman. Yeah. And a real stand-up guy, huh, Papa?
He's never gonna do any girl dirty. I'm gonna teach him. Oh, he smiled. That's right. You're gonna be a good boy, huh, Papa?
You don't need no relationship. You live your best life until you're like 30.
But when he does get a girlfriend, he's gonna know how to respect her.
Yeah, he's gonna be real respectful,
Yes,
and I'm looking forward to like all the first experiences with him. All when he first starts walking, when he first starts talking, when we take
all
him to
his
Disneyland.
milestones. I'm so excited for all of that.
Like now he's so small. Now we know like how it feels when people are like, man, you're gonna want him to stay small. Like he's already getting big, you guys.
I know. I don't want him to grow. I'm like, please stay this small forever.
Like even the doctor's like, whoa, the baby's big.
Yeah, they said he was overweight.
Yeah, they're like, man, you feeding him too damn much. Cause I told the doctor like we've been feeding him 4 ounces, and the doctor's like, what? That's for 2-month-old babies.
I know.
And he just turned 1 month.
Yeah.
So he's a big boy.
Yeah.
And he weighs 11 pounds now. He was born at 8 pounds. Now he currently is sitting at 11 pounds.
Sweet.
And they thought that was a lot for him being 1 month.
He's gonna cry.
What's wrong, Papa? I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Papa. Alright, you guys, so that is going to do it for today's podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys had a bunch of questions about us being new parents and how we've been dealing with it. And I feel like we've been doing really well.
We have.
And we are just excited to experience, everything with the baby now. If you guys have any ideas or for us or anything you guys want us to discuss in the future, be sure to let us know in the comment section below. Also, subscribe to Laundradesi. It'll be linked down below. Subscribe to this channel, The Nopales Show. And also subscribe to Benny Sullivan, which is my main channel. Huh, Papa?
Are you gonna be a YouTuber too, puppy?
Heck no, YouTubers overrated.
Everyone unsubscribes.
All right, you guys. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.